Alright.
I'm gonna go for a piss, boys.
If you could see my face right now.
One job.
One job!
One job.
Is all you
You just
had.
can't get staff.
Oh my god. Well, he's not staff because he doesn't get paid. He's actually gone for a piss. Oh, for fuck's
Can't get free
sake.
staff.
Well, because slave labour over there didn't work, welcome to the Decensored Podcast. Today we have Chaos as a guest instead of Scully because Scully can't make it. Llama over there is bullying kids and going for a piss. So yeah, we'll have a talk with him in a minute. But in the meantime, do you want to present yourself and tell us a bit about yourself, Chaos?
Yeah, sure. My name's Chaos. Real name's Jack. I'm 21 years of age. ASL, you know, all that. Location UK. Basically, I stream sometimes. I don't really have a schedule, which is rip.
Join the club. None of us here do.
Yeah, tell me about it. And yeah, I just play games mostly on Twitch streams. That's about it.
Yes.
That's how the podcast starts this week. Me going for an actual piss.
Fuck's sake. Oh, and you.
You should put a bloopers at the end of it.
Oh, there'd be way too many, and it'd also get age restricted.
Yeah, like not being funny. Before we jump into the first topic, like the amount of shit we have to cut out of the recording session is like not funny. Like the amount of work that Scully has to do behind the scenes.
The thing is, the best part about it is you could probably already make a 10-minute blooper video. And
Easily 10 minutes.
It would be the best video you've ever released, but it would also be the most racist and offensive. It'd be brilliant. I fucking love it. I would happily take away all the bloopers that Scully's cut out and make my own video, because I'm guessing you two wouldn't want it on your channel.
No, not particularly. But if you want to do that, mate, go for it.
I take full responsibility for everything I say.
I'm not involved in this.
We completely distance ourselves from anything Llama says, especially in his streams.
What do you mean in my stream? I definitely didn't say that. Me and my friend Dahi, we definitely weren't going on yesterday about how black people are definitely not making their stereotype worse by stealing things.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, it's true though. It's true.
There's another blooper.
No, it's staying in. It's staying in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fuck it.
Going against the grain.
That's not even that bad. I've said a lot worse things.
Oh, yeah, he has.
No, I can imagine.
No, compared to the other stuff he's said, that's not actually that bad. Anyway, jumping into the first topic. We have a topic from Scully, because he can't make it this week. I asked him if there's anything he wanted us to talk about. So, his question is, for us, right, all three of us, do kids come pre-installed with OS? As in operating system. Chaos, any thoughts on that?
Fuck's sake. So what the question? Kids
do
come
kids
with
come
operating systems.
pre-installed with OS?
Do they fuck?
To be fair, looking at how brain dead they are, they probably come installed with fucking Linux.
What do you mean?
They probably come installed with a fucking virus. To be honest.
True.
Probably malware.
Malware. Yeah. They come
well,
with a Trojan.
Mac OS.
BIOS malware. That's what they've come installed.
No, not even a virus, just Mac OS.
Yeah, they come pre-installed with being a little shit.
So
.mp3.
when he asked me that question, I was like, well, no. And I want you to look at it this way, right? If kids, if that's the question, kids don't come pre-installed with OS. It's something you got to program yourself. And depending on how good of a job as a parent you do, the program either works or you're going to get unexpected errors.
Does that mean
No, well, what's it called?
Go on.
Go on, Llama.
No, go on.
What's it called? Because if you think about it, right? Let's say that you get installed, like, let's say that we're a computer, right? You get installed with a basic operating system, okay? And then your mum and dad are basically the antivirus that kicks the bad shit out of you. Let's be honest. Am I wrong?
Oh my
You
god.
probably should have, to be fair.
You're a fucking dick.
Fuck's sake. Oh, where's Scotty when you need him?
To be fair,
Wait, is this footage getting sent to Scully?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he sees all this.
Scully, sorry for editing this. You know, I feel bad.
Oh no, this is completely my fault, as per usual. It's fine. But that technically means, right, if I install all of the programs I need onto my hard drive, I'm like, you know what, no.
Stop.
I'm not gonna. It sounded a lot funnier in my head until I said
Right, okay. His second
You know what's
question.
hilarious? That you couldn't say it with a straight face.
Yeah.
I can't. I find myself too funny.
Right, his second question for us was, how do updates work then? Or does the year you are born influence your version?
What? So if you're born in on April Fools, then it's fucking Windows 99. It's Windows 95 even.
No, it's Windows 69, mate.
It's Microsoft Vista. That's what it is. It's a shit one.
What do you mean? Vista was awesome!
Windows 8, I mean Windows 8, the really shit one.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Windows 95 was the operating system that first came with the biggest virus that wiped out most of the computers.
If you were born before 2002 and haven't had a computer with Windows XP on it, you're a fucking uncultured swine and need to be executed. I mean, need to be taught.
I had Windows XP.
You need to get a good hard drive to the face.
Yeah, I need to slap me in the face and my 1 terabyte hard drive.
Only 1 terabyte.
No, sorry, I had Windows Vista at first, and then I upgraded to XP, and then I ended up, and then I thought that XP was the shit.
I can't remember what operating system it was, but it's a Windows version, and there was a pre-installed game on it. There was like hamster in a microwave or like the frog in the blender.
Like that.
No, it was really it's before that. Like it's a frog in a blender and hamster in a microwave. Those were pre-installed games on that operating.
Right, Scully said that virus, like people, if they're installed with like operating systems, does that mean Katarina's installed with like 2 because she's programming herself because apparently she's a passenger in her own body because she's thick as pig shit and can't take responsibility for being a slag. So does that mean she's got 2 operating systems, right, with 2 different hard drives?
She's dual booting.
She's dual booting, yeah. She's dual booting. So what she has is she has a 2 monitor setup in her head.
I don't know who this is.
Katarina.
Who?
Caterino.
Katarina.
Do you know of Call Me Carson?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that whole kerfuffle.
Oh, I didn't research it because I didn't give a fuck.
Okay, fair play.
Completely legitimate. It's fine. Completely legitimate reason to not care at all. Perfect.
It's just one of those, isn't it?
It's one of those.
Yeah.
It is.
Can't argue with that. Right, Llama.
Yeah.
Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Oh, what? The whole fucking rebellion.
The rebellion.
Might as well.
Rebellion.
They might as well fucking.
I feel like we've got like Trump just poked his head into the door of the podcast.
Oh
just
no,
like
I don't like Trump. I think he's a clown. He's an idiot. He knows what he's doing, but he's a bit of a clown.
I don't want to go into this.
How do I start without getting this cut out instantly?
Just let it happen, Chaos. Let it happen.
Right.
Just
Let
nod
it
your
happen.
head and wave.
Let it happen. Yeah, let it happen. You're a passenger in this situation. There's no way of turning. I started now. It's not happening. It's in my head. Right.
I feel like I'm in a school bus underwater right now.
There's no Spider-Man to save you this time. Fucking hell. Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm being very careful.
Do you want to rub your brain cells harder? You might have started a fire.
No, I've got so many wrinkles on my brain, right? Because I'm so smart that I've got to go through every single one of them before I start conversing.
Okay, so call you back in about 16
wait.
hours, yeah?
No, a smart person wouldn't go into this topic. Wait.
Oh, true. That's very true. But that'll be a smart person who is a pussy. So, right. I'm just gonna be obvious. America is a fucking shithole right now. Let's be honest. It's a shithole.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I wouldn't say a shithole. I'd say it's a bad place to be right now. But yeah,
it's Fallout 4 before the nukes.
What a comparison!
Do you know what it is? It's like all the protesters are playing WoW and Donald Trump is the final boss of a raid. That's what it is. That's what it feels like. I mean, to be fair, they're all mages anyway, because they're all throwing fucking fire. Anyway, right. Instead of going down whatever fucking rabbit hole that was, people protesting right now are fucking stupid. Not because they're protesting, but because they've clearly forgotten about a very big issue
called the COVIDs.
Coronavirus. I'm sorry, right? You could have picked any time to murder an innocent black man, police, okay? And you pick now.
No, that's not something that should happen.
No, that's not. Oh, no. What I mean by that is, I mean that, they could have picked any time to protest other than now, and they go, oh, global health crisis.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I need to go get my tea.
Oh,
global health crisis. Oh, look at the time. It's global health crisis time, man. Huh. I guess we start rioting because random black guy died. I guess that's a great idea.
I mean, it's not about the protesters timing on this. I think it's more of the
police timing.
Yeah.
And also,
like, if you look back, if you're fucking logical about this, right?
Oh, no, I am.
If you look back over the last, 8 years-ish, there's always been this over and over again.
Yeah, every year.
Someone dies and there's a massive outcry. It's never been to this point before.
No, of course not.
But it happens all the fucking time. And the only thing that's different this time is that Trump is president.
Yeah, I think there's two major issues with the fact that it keeps happening. Personally, I think I said this to Scully before when I was talking to him when I was editing the start of my new video or whatever, and I said to him that, "Are you enjoying your food, Chaos?"
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
He's got it. No, that was just him sharpening his pitchfork.
Yeah, ready to come find me. Right. But no, there's two things wrong with the Black Lives Matter movement. This is my opinion, right? It's my opinion. I'm open to discussion.
Okay.
Right? With people that aren't smooth brains.
Okay.
Because I'm not talking to someone who's going to call me a racist every 5 seconds because it's fucking brain dead and it gives me the game.
Well, it's not. It's something we've already established in the previous episode of the podcast. You are an EDL member. End of. Let's go.
No, I think, my opinion, EDL is racist, right? Because they assume that white people, and they want a white Britain, they want this, they want that, Sharia law and all this business. Thick as pig shit.
Yeah.
Right?
EDL can suck my left fucking toe.
They're all stupid. Black Lives Matter, at roots, if you look at some of the shit that they come out with, and some of the websites that they've got up, and some of the people that they, I won't say worship, but I'd say, strive for and stuff. Like the people
Look
like
up
Rosa
to.
Parks, but not Rosa Parks, the bad ones. Like Rosa Parks, if she was a police murderer.
Why was I about to say Black Panther? No, not Black Panther.
Because I know what you mean though. The thing is people.
What is it?
Problem with it.
Fuck! It's at the tip of my tongue.
Go on.
The Black insurgency group that did a whole bunch of terroristic things way back when.
It's like, it's realistically the roots, right? And I'm not talking about right now because right now Black Lives Matter at heart doesn't want to be racist, but has, I'd say, half of them are brain dead racists. But at heart, like a lot of the things that they come out with.
Right. So just. That's just to let Scotty know that needs cutting out. But no.
Go back to the insurgency thing. We'll start again from there.
No. So what I do want to I'll agree with you that a few of them. I'm not going to say all of them or most of them even because I don't think they are.
No.
A few of them are extreme. Like they are absolutely fucking.
It's like if you think about it,
dumb motherfuckers who are willing to go to such extreme measures as that's going to endanger other people's lives.
Yeah, like.
And they want the black people to be above everyone else, no matter the consequences.
I think that's brain dead, and there are some people who kind of agree with it, but don't go so far as to say stuff. But they agree with it, and they follow that.
Yeah.
Because like Black Lives Matter is not just one big organization. Obviously, like a lot of things, there's strands of it everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
And a lot of those strands are blatantly extremist.
Yes.
Like there's donut operator who is a very rational American police officer who is white and who
isn't he an ex police officer?
He's one of the ex-police officer.
Yeah.
He's an ex-SWAT member, ex-police officer, whatever. He's one of the smartest people on the internet.
Yeah, he makes great shit as well.
He makes very good fucking content. He's a very funny guy. He's very funny as well.
Yeah.
He's a very funny guy. For an American, that is. Because Americans aren't funny unless, anyway, that's irrelevant. We'll talk about that another time. Anyway, he said that it was, when it first came out, he said that it's probably a freak accident, blah 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 blah. Because that's usually what.
Yeah.
It's usually just black woman see black man being arrested by police, black woman pull out phone, black woman take video, black woman call police racist, Twitter call police racist, media call police racist. Police aren't actually racist.
Yeah,
that's usually how it works. Because if you look at like the last 7 or 8 years, there's been those cases that have been big, and nothing's come of it. Because it's just a freak incident, or the black guys tried to attack police, for example, which is usually.
Or the full story wasn't there.
Yeah,
but in this situation,
it's a lot different.
A lot different.
Because it was racist, and it was the thing is, I'm a hater of Black Lives Matter. I do not believe in the organization. I think it's stupid. I think it's brain dead. I think that saying that Black Lives Matter. I said this on stream actually. I was playing Overwatch with Dahi, and we were all talking about it. There's 4 of us. We were just talking about it as you do. And I said that all of the All Lives Matter movements, whether that be All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, fucking Orange Lives Matter, for example, for Trump, whatever. They're all stupid. They're all part of the problem.
Yeah.
Majorly. They're a massive part of the issue.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, at the end of the day, right, look at it this way. I agree with you on they are a massive issue, but I think at the end of the day, the intention behind the creation of the Black Lives Matter, it was good. And I completely disagree with what's happened. I'm sorry, but no matter who it is or what skin colour, not that it should matter, but no matter what skin colour the person has or what sexuality they have, you should not be putting your knee on the neck for 9 minutes.
No, it's definitely off. The thing is, you see the police accidentally put their knee on people's neck when trying to restrain them and stuff, but they'll move the knee off if the person says he can't breathe, or if the person, or if they notice. You know what I mean?
It isn't the fact of that. It's the fact of that. It was why he had his knee on his neck.
Yeah, because it was.
He literally got caught with a fraudulent $20 bill, and that's all it was.
Yeah,
it wasn't the fact that he was resisting arrest. It wasn't the fact that he was doing anything. Well, he was doing something illegal.
He was doing something illegal.
It was a misdemeanor. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't make it. Like, he got it from. He must have got it from a shop, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean. He's picked. Like, at the end of the day, it's a basic arrest that's turned violent because
some cops dumb as fuck. That's the reason why.
There's either some police that are fucking stupid. Usually when it's something like this is it's either the guy being arrested is fucking stupid, or the police officer is fucking stupid, or it's a little bit of both. For example, going from the guy being arrested being fucking stupid, there was a case a few weeks ago of this 17-year-old black kid who got pulled over, right, for some traffic violation or something like that, or stolen vehicles. I don't exactly remember. I remember watching the donut operator. But if you want to watch that, he's released a video. I'm guessing I can find it and we can put it in the description if you give a shit or something, that kind of thing. But if you want a more in-depth view of it by an actual police officer, for example, actual ex-police officer, what happened was he pulled him over, and they go up to the car, and they have window down, show me your insurance, blah, 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 as you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy goes, I can't remember what happens, but he might have handed him insurance, I don't remember. Or, there was either two things that happened. I'm either getting this story wrong by saying he gave the insurance, or he did give it, but I'm going to say that he gave them the insurance. This is just based off my vivid memory, right?
Yeah.
They go back to the car, as they do, to check the stuff, and one of the guys goes, oh, I smell weed in that car, so it smells like it stinks of weed, that kind of thing. So they go back to the car, and they go, right, mate, could you step out? We're gonna search your car, blah, 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 right? Bearing in mind this kid is 17.
Yeah.
Driving a car, in which is America is legal. So, but the kid won't get out the car. And then he pulls a gun out and shoots the police officer point blank. And but misses, just grazes the ear of the cop, right? So basically he could have shot a cop point blank in the face, right? With a handgun. Right. And then he darts off.
Sounds like you need to get good.
Yeah, it sounds like you need fucking aimbot, you daft cunt, right? Because you missed from point blank. So I'm sorry, he's probably silver in CS:GO. You know what I mean? But no, he missed and he darts off, right? And the police chase him. Yeah, wouldn't. The police chase him. Obviously, the kid gets shot. I can't remember whether the kid died or not, but I'm guessing that he did, right? And then there's no uproar about it or anything. There's nothing. Even though, because do you know why there's no uproar about stuff like that happening? Because the person being arrested, being the black kid, actually did something wrong, and was actually a criminal, and was actively trying to kill somebody. You know what I mean? You see where I'm coming from here? The media doesn't show the reason why cops are wary of people with. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree on that.
You've got to bear in mind that the black community hate police. They assume that they're all racist because they're all idiots. All the people that do assume.
I don't think. See, that's
a big statement.
No, I didn't mean all. But you know what I mean. I mean that there's a big thing about in the black community about them thinking. That
you just made a really good point, right? And you ruined it by making that blanket statement. But look at it this way. Look at it this way, right? I think what you meant to say is that a large majority.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Not
all.
No, a large majority of the black community hate police just because of the way the media covers it all. Because they never show any of the It's like 1 in a million when they show the bad gangster, no matter what skin colour, but usually, they don't show that.
Yeah, usually the title is something along like another unarmed black man killed in insert city here, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when you actually look at the police footage, the guy's blatantly got a gun out, or he's blatantly got a knife, or he's blatantly attacking people. You know what I mean? Or he's always threatening people and then running at them with knives and shit. Like
that.
That he's not unarmed, mate. I mean, the thing is, don't operate.
Oh, but he threw a gun. He threw the gun out of the window halfway through the chase, so he's unarmed. They don't know that. He could have another gun in the car.
Yeah, the thing is right. There was a statement about this as well. It's about police officers using lethal force when it's not right in America mainly, because over here it's very rare. Here,
it doesn't really happen as much.
I haven't heard.
Well, let's be honest. It's kind of hard to beat someone to death with a baton compared to shooting them with a gun.
Yeah, or the only deaths I've heard.
Actually, you'd be very fucking surprised, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Oh no, like don't get me wrong. It's fucking easy, but compared to shooting them from like 20 meters away with a pistol, it's like.
I've only heard like 2 deaths over here from police. Usually, especially in my, it's usually gang, which sounds ridiculous, doesn't it, for the UK? But in Oldham, where I'm from, or in Rochdale and all that business, in my area, there's a lot of gang. You wouldn't expect it, but a few. Anyway, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here. I'm going to stop it after I say that. But a few weeks ago, before college was all shut down, I mean, like January, February, or maybe December time, some girl was not crossfire, but was stabbed to death outside the leisure centre in Oldham by gang member. Because there was a big gang war going on in Oldham, so people were getting stabbed left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't expect that in England, would you? You'd think that'd be America's. But anyway, going back to the whole.
Have you ever seen a gang war in London?
Well, yeah, I have, yeah. But
there's guys roaming the streets with fucking machetes, mate.
The thing is, it's more of a southern thing, if you think about it. It's very rare to get it up north. You don't really see it a lot, do you?
True.
I used to live in the ghetto part of the north, and there was a lot of gang violence.
Well, yeah, in the ghetto areas, but what I'm saying is in the more coverage the media does is down south, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, because that's where the fucking Prime Minister lives and fucking everything else. And
yeah, that's where it is, like, the majority of the time, whatever. But anyway, in terms of America, it's a lot different because they have shooty. Right. But anyway, going back to the unarmed thing, if O'Donnell operated another video on this about if they put their hands up while they're holding their gun, right? It is very easy to pop a shot off from holding your gun in the air if you've got your finger on the trigger. It's very easy. So for example, put your hands up now. No one can see. Put your hands up.
Yeah.
Then you hold the gun. It's so easy to just bring your arm or move your wrist very quickly to point at something in front of you, right?
Yeah.
And pop a shot off. You can do it in half a second. Just because you have his hands up with a knife or a gun doesn't mean he's harmless. And I seem to think that the majority, or a majority of the black community, need to get that into their heads that it is very easy to pop a shot off, even if you have your hands in the air, or if you've got your hands in your pockets and all that business. It's very easy to whip a gun out of your pocket and shoot someone.
Even shoot through the pocket, it's not...
Even shoot through the pocket, or even pull a gun out of your waist, but you can do it in less than a second, and people don't react that quickly, especially police officers, who have to assume that they don't have weapons. You know what I mean? And there's also that thing about gang initiations and stuff, about killing police officers to get into the gang. It's like, police officers in America are under so much... I'd be terrified. Because I'd be going... I mean, I wouldn't be, but if something happened, like, a police officer gets shot in your...
It would make you extremely fucking paranoid.
You'd be paranoid and wary, wouldn't you? And if, for example, if it's like, black guy murders 4 police officers in county, blah blah blah, whatever, and you work for that police, you knew those 4 people, and you work for that police station and that county, you're gonna be fucking terrified when you pull over a black guy, aren't you? You're gonna be fucking terrified because how are you supposed to know that? You know what I mean? I
wouldn't say that. I would say it would make you extremely paranoid to pull anyone over.
Well, yeah, it just. Well, what I'm saying is
you got to understand that there's still a shit ton. Even if that that hasn't happened, right? Even in a normal functioning society, if you're a police officer and you're pulling someone over, there's still that pressure of,
especially in America,
how is this gonna go?
Yeah, I think the main thing though, the whole protesting thing, right? And the whole, I don't think it's. I'd say 20% of it's peaceful protesting.
Yeah.
Because half of the time they're stealing shit, breaking shit, to prove a point. It's not proving a point. It's making you look 10 times worse.
Okay, we've spent about 20 minutes rambling on about this, and it's slowly, pretty much turning into a donut operator did this, donut operator did that. But
yeah,
to move on slowly from this topic, I do want to ask you so let me finish my explanation, and then I want to hear your guys' side. So the Paul brothers, you both know who they are, Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
Yep.
Yeah, dickheads.
So, Jake Paul got seen. There's pictures of him on Twitter with a bottle of vodka from this. I can't remember the name of the store, but in front of this store that was getting looted at that time, right? And he's now come out and said, "Oh no, I'm documenting because I don't give a shit. I'm an easy target." If people want to accuse me of such and such, then go ahead, but I want to keep on documenting stuff that I think America should see. And
footage of him running into the store and coming out with a fucking bottle of vodka.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
With shit footage.
It's like, by all means, document.
Because he's claiming he got given that bottle by someone.
Bull fucking shit.
Right. But anyway, and Logan Paul has, on his latest podcast, completely branded it Black Lives Matter, all that, he's a good guy, blah, 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 saying that everyone should go out and protest because this is fucking outrageous, blah, blah. The usual pandering. Look,
that's part of the problem.
Look,
bullshit.
No, the usual pandering going, oh, look, I'm a good guy, I'm supporting this, blah blah blah, but then there's people calling him out, and he's been blocking people that have been calling him out because, like, Ricky Berwick, another content creator, right?
The human pretzel.
Yes, the human pretzel, self-proclaimed, so no one can get offended by that. You smooth brain fuckers.
True.
But he called him out and said, well, you're saying this all now, but then brought up the topic of the 2 years ago, the Suicide Forest video. And the fact that the Black Lives Matter, his podcast thing, was all monetized. And he was making money off of all of this. Going, hey, guys, look at, I'm a good guy. Give me the clicks, give me the ad rev. And he went and blocked him for calling him out.
My house, please. But yeah. Can I quickly go over Logan Paul?
Yeah.
I think he's changed a lot in the last 2 years. He's become a lot more of a humble person, and he's less of a cunt, right? But he still does cuntish things. For example, what's happened this week.
Oh yeah, no, but like, I completely agree with you. Like, he seems to he seems to have matured a little bit over the last 2 years since that whole Japan forest video. But you've got to remember that this guy is a very good actor, and this might all be a show, because he knows how to read a room and go, hey guys, look, I'm good.
It ain't even reading a room at this point. It's all about manipulation. He's very, very fucking good at manipulating people.
Yeah.
Like, his whole brand's based on it. Like, same with Jake Paul.
If you look at it, right, he's grown up a bit. He's now made the Maverick brand like an actual clothing line as opposed to his YouTube merch. So he's grown up a bit. He's progressed, right? And I actually think his content's quite good to watch. It's good laugh. It's good fun to watch. Short videos like David Dobrik, but just minus the Teslas and plus Lana Rhodes. So it's a bit less family friendly, right? But in terms of what he's done, he's an idiot. He's a smooth brain. He doesn't. He's an idiot. Like, I'm sorry, right? If you're telling people to go out and protest this idiocy, oh my god, it's so bad, go protest. This man has over 20 20 million followers on subs on YouTube, and God knows how many followers on Twitter, and God knows how many on Instagram, and he's telling people to go out and protest while there's a global health crisis going on.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have an issue with people going out and protesting, people going out and, you know, voicing an opinion and all this business peacefully, and minus the yeeting bricks 10 meters at fucking police, because that's also smooth brain. But you know what I mean? By all means, go out and protest, because it's it's your right to do so, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless you're from fucking China,
Korea. See, the thing
Korea.
is that the only problem that I find with what Logan Paul said is that he said you need to go out and protest, or he said go out and protest. That's half of the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Is that you don't have to, like, the thing is that you don't have to. People are saying, like, a lot of people are saying, oh, if you don't sign this petition, you're racist. If you don't go out and protest, you're racist. If you don't hate Donald Trump, then you're racist. But the thing is that all of that shit's dumb as fuck. Not the whole idea of it. I just mean the fucking saying that, oh, if you don't do this, you're racist.
Yeah.
The least you can do is just read up on it. Be educated about it, because at the end of the day, especially if you're talking about it, because at the end of the day, like, if you're not educated about it and you're spilling shit which is not true and not factual, then people are going to call you out for it that are educated on it, and you're gonna look like a racist.
Yeah,
you just are.
Like, this brings up another point that really pisses me off, right? About this whole situation is all these, like, don't get me wrong, I think that this is something that should be changed. Like, there's something that has been done wrong. I think the police officer that killed the guy should be in prison for life, and all his supporting officers should be locked up for at least like 10 years so they can reflect on what the fuck went on.
Of course. But me as a racist, I mean, not as a racist, but as a clear person who doesn't have a filter and says shit that he's out of order all the time. Even I agree with that. Even I agree that the guy who killed George Floyd...
However, a lot of the people that are gonna say this, like, you don't sign this, you're a racist, a lot of the people saying that are also the people that say, oh, read this so-and-so extremist book because you obviously don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
True. Yeah.
But literally, all that is extremist fucking literature. And it's the whole same problem with you're reading your bubble of content whilst there's so much more out there, and you're not going outside of your bubble to read other people's bubble of content, and you're just staying ingrained in that mindset and just making yourself go deeper into that hole whilst telling me that I should be reading that as well.
I'm going to have to be careful. The only thing that I hate about this protest, and I get that people are mad. I 100% I agree with why they're mad. I understand the whole idea of being mad and shouting at police. That's fine, because at the end of the day, words, you know what I mean? Who cares? But
True.
If you're throwing shit, especially if you're...
Especially fire Molotovs, which are literally homemade grenades for a fucking start.
Well, yeah, no, like, literally, the thing is that I could make a Molotov with, literally, like, in 5 minutes, like, right now.
Corona and a rag.
Mate, I've got a knife, my t-shirt, and a bottle of vodka right next to me. Literally, easiest thing to make.
Yeah.
The thing that annoys me is that people throwing shit, because at the end of the day, it ain't helping anything. Because at the end of the day, if that's what the protests were about, they'd be riots. That it just would be. It wouldn't be a protest. It'd be a riot, and you would know what a riot is.
No, majority of them are riots, to be fair.
No, but the thing is that they're not. People. Don't get me wrong.
At the minute, there's a few bad actors from Black Lives Matter, but a lot of the violent protests are antagonised by Antifa because they're strongholding these protests and making them go violent.
Yeah, because they're a bunch of pricks then. They just want to go and fight Antifa. They're a bunch of faggots. That's faggots in terms of not being homophobic, but them being dickheads. Right? because they are.
Just say
It's what they
dickheads
are.
then.
They are dickheads. The dickheads. I'm sorry. I guess it's been antagonised by Antifa, but then you see a lot of other people that aren't from Antifa joining in, which doesn't.
But when I don't know if you've ever been to a protest, because I have, right?
Oh no, I don't think I asked.
Yeah, I've been a protest.
And like the mentality you have as a human being is literally, when you boil it down to it, if you're in a massive fucking crowd at a protesting something, it's monkey see, monkey do. If police are starting to get violent because one prick threw a brick, then you're gonna be in that mentality of, oh, I just saw my mate get thumped by a fucking riot shield. It goes one way or the other. It's in that massive mob mentality. And it will happen no matter what kind of human you are. At the end of the day, if you're protesting something in that protest for a reason, you're gonna get into that mentality.
Realistically, though, I'm saying this because of what I've seen, making my current video and seeing loads of all these Twitter videos and stuff. Especially on Twitter, you don't see the full story, so people automatically, it's like, the
people don't do their research. That's not a new thing.
Yeah, it's like, the police were attacking us. Oh no, the police were attacking us. But you didn't see the 20 minutes before that, where one guy launched a rock at police. He got arrested, and then more people started launching rocks at police, and then they got arrested, and it just keeps going on and on and on. It's like dominoes, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like there'll be one knobhead who will throw a rock or try and kick the shit out of a policeman because he thinks he's hard, right? He'll get his head caved in by a policeman. Everyone will point at that policeman and call him a racist, right? Or some random shit like that. But the police have to stand firm because it's their job. So they stand firm, whatever. More people start throwing rocks. And then that's when the tear gas comes out. That's when all that stuff comes out. They start having to disperse it because it gets to the point where it could literally kill people. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but if someone launches a 2-kilogram rock at your head and hits you on the head,
that's gonna thonk. Yeah,
it's gonna fucking hurt. You're gonna have a concussion, and concussions aren't fun. I'm gonna be brilliant honest. I played rugby for 4 years. Concussions aren't fun. All right, it's not fun. It's like a headache that makes you immobile. It's fucking awful, right? So what? And plus, rocks are deadly weapons if they're big enough. Like, if you throw a pebble at someone, you're not going to hurt someone now. You might just take someone's eye out, which again is assault. But yeah, but at the end of the day, if you're launching little rocks at police, you're just as bad as the cunt who's picked up a big fucking boulder like the Incredible Hulk and tried to crush about 6 people. You're just as bad. And it's the same. It's the same with anything. Whether you're throwing sticks, whether you're throwing. If you're throwing anything, you deserve to get your head caved in by Peter the policeman with a big fucking plastic stick.
See, the thing is that with tear gas, that's what pisses me off. Because I've been subjected to tear gas before.
Yeah.
Because I went to the Army Cadets, and basically Army Cadets, when you are going into... The idea is to raise you to be in the Army. No.
Yeah.
And...
Basically, your internet dies, so you can't settle the story.
Of the tear gas that makes your
eye.
And they put it on a burner, and then
do you want to start that again?
Yeah, you're lagging a bit.
Oh, right, I'm lagging. Oh, fucking dicks. I'm guessing I'm not lagging anymore.
So you've been to the Army Cadets. They raised you to be in the Army, yeah?
Yeah, and then basically what ended up happening was, you know the chemical that's in tear gas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the rock, the solid rock of chemical.
Yeah.
They put it on a burner, on like a Bunsen burner.
Mm-hmm.
No, on like a stove, you know, one of those electric stoves that you plug into the wall.
The camping stoves, yeah.
Yeah. And plugged it into the wall and put it on the stove, and waited until the entire room filled up to the point where it's like somebody hotboxed the thing.
Yeah.
And you would take your gas mask off and breathe it in for about, I think we did it for 8 minutes, if I'm remembering correctly. In the actual army, you do that for half an hour with the proper thing.
It's like...
And people were literally running out, vomiting. That is how bad it is. It's literally like 10 times worse than pepper spray.
It's a chemical weapon, But at the end of the day, I know this sounds a bit stupid, but realistically, if you think about it correctly, it is sanctioned by the UN to be used to do what it was used for in the protest.
There's no
No.
easier way to disperse a crowd.
No, realistically, because of how violent some of it was getting, it was warranted. Let's be real.
The thing is, though, is that there's some protests that are fully peaceful, and you've seen and I'm not bullshitting here. I've seen it. Like,
Yeah, no. There's okay. So
there is some that are fully
there
peaceful, and I've seen videos of police taking a knee, and every single person in their battalion takes a knee.
Oh, he's like,
yeah. Right. So there are protests that are fully.
And in that, and from behind.
Oh my god.
And that's in America.
That's magical.
I'm guessing what he said before he lied to us. You've seen the police officers take a knee, and then people throw tear gas over the top of the people taking a knee.
Well, basically, the police take a knee, and then the guy that's in charge, that's in the front, basically tells everybody else to take a knee. Everybody in the police force takes a knee that's there, and every single protester in response takes a knee. The captain, the one at the front, comes up and shakes a protester's hand. Right? Right?
Yeah. We're just listening.
And then basically what ends up happening is two police officers with two tear gas grenades in hand, throws them both into the crowd.
Right, but the thing is with that video, like I said before, started, right? How are you supposed to know before that video? Just seeing that video, by the way, started them taking a knee, blah blah blah, and then how are you supposed to know that before those cops took a knee, that the protesters weren't throwing rocks and weren't being violent? How are you supposed to know they weren't doing?
Yeah,
that?
I know, but the thing is that as police, you are supposed to be protecting the citizens, no matter what type of fucking judgment you get and or things that are thrown at you. I've seen police officers with fucking broken arms, and they bring the person in, not fucking tear gas them or shoot them with a fucking rubber bullet.
Well, the problem is though, in America, it's a lot different to over here. Like using tear gas against protesters over here is a lot different because it's very easy to arrest people because you can get close, because the police aren't
right.
Exactly...
So for this situation, I think we should look over to because there are protests that are completely peaceful like that, and there are others that aren't, and it's just a matter of if one single police officer thinks that there is something that's about to happen, and that's literally all it boils down to is those peaceful protests getting tear gassed.
Sometimes you've got to preempt stuff like that, though. You have to, because as a police officer, you can't judge the next move. You're never gonna know the next move. Whether it
and
be one.
That is wrong. Like, you shouldn't be assuming shit like that. But at the end of the day, when do you draw the line? We can't say when we draw the line, because you can't just wait until a policeman has had his arm broken or just got knocked out by a massive fucking rock.
The problem with that is that, like has said, that the police officers can't wait to be injured themselves, because at the end of the day, right, they're there to make sure that it doesn't escalate, right? Because that's why they're there. If someone throws a rock, that guy gets his head caved in, gets arrested, gets taken to the police station. But then, like has said before, it's then a fight or flight thing, and all those protesters are going, oh, these police officers don't like us, we're all going to get arrested. And then the chain reaction starts. No matter whether they stop throwing rocks, and they do take a knee, and it all happens, and then it's peaceful, but then they throw the tear gas. The fact that they were peaceful for that 5 minutes is irrelevant, because 10 minutes before that, but the blatantly only peaceful protests, and the policemen throwing tear gas, that's wrong, right? If it is a blatantly only peaceful protest where no one has thrown shit and no one has been hurt, and it's blatantly peaceful, and the police officers have hadn't had a bit of limestone bounced off the red, right? That kind of thing. If it's not, if it is blatantly peaceful, then the use of tear gas is completely not okay.
Any escalation from the police in that situation would be unacceptable.
Yeah, but
Here you go.
Yeah.
On that video, the video that I watched, there was fuck all around them. Fuck all. They had riot shields, they had batons, they had protective gear, and I'm talking like vision helmets, fucking literally
riot gear.
like a fucking juggernaut from fucking Modern Warfare 2.
Basic riot gear.
Yeah, it's basic riot gear.
Literally. But the thing is that if basically what you're saying is that if they were throwing stones and rocks and fucking boulders and shit, it eventually escalates. When people throw stuff, it's usually light stuff first because people can't get that angry to the point where their adrenaline kicks in to then pick up a massive rock.
I agree, but may I add that, you know, that's like going, oh, I know this is a bit stupid, but if you're wearing a helmet, if you ever had a bike helmet and then fallen off a bike,
Yeah,
or wearing a bike helmet smashed you against the wall,
yeah,
it still fucking hurts, doesn't it?
Yep.
Imagine wearing that same right helmet and having a rock thrown at you from 20 meters away, and it bouncing off your head. It's still gonna fucking hurt.
No, yeah, of course it is.
That's
But the
what I
thing
mean.
is that as police, you know, the form that you signed to say that you have to protect the citizens at all costs. That's basically what they signed.
It's an oath,
like as
isn't
soon
it?
as they went into the job, right?
It's an oath, but it's an oath to
And
serve and protect, but not protect people.
Okay,
who-
so
yeah, but the thing is that they're taking
hold
reaction.
on.
If you punch a policeman in the face, right, and he then attacks you back, he's just as in the wrong. He is.
Yeah,
It's like
no,
if you're in
okay.
a fight,
So
if you punch
Llama,
someone and they punch you back, they're in the exact same
chaos.
predicament as you.
Hold on. So Llama, he's not arguing that like none of it was warranted. He's just arguing that in this situation, the police were wrong, and like even if like a policeman gets hit by a Molotov cocktail or his head decked in by a fucking boulder thrown by Johnny the Hulk over there, with his adrenaline pumping like a motherfucker, the police then smashing some guy's skull in ain't justified. Making arrests is,
the thing is,
but caving someone's skull in
but-
ain't.
That's
Right, it
also a
depends-
point. Like
it
I get
depends
the fact when you're saying about throwing, like when they throw boulders and Molotov cocktails and pipe bombs. I get that.
I agree with you. But listen,
Pipe bombs? When did this become about the IRA?
when
Well,
did-
you can
when
make a
did-
pipe bomb, a nail bomb, easy.
When did
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota become Mosul, Syria? But no, in terms of
Okay, hold on. Before no. This is the
I
end
want
to
to say-
that.
that's it.
No, Lamo, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
This
no,
is
no,
the
no.
end of that conversation.
It's not because
I lagged out. I didn't even hear what he said.
This is my last point. This is my last point. It wasn't
Okay,
really-
last point. End of.
You've got to bear in mind, right, that not all people will. I completely agree with you that using tear gas and caving people's heads in because you've had a rock thrown at you is unwarranted, right? But you've got to bear in mind, not a lot of people want to be arrested. They don't want to be arrested. So, for example, if I throw a rock at police and he comes to arrest me, I'm not going to sit down and let him arrest me. I'm going to put up a fight. You know what I mean?
The thing is,
And
with-
you're an absolute twat for doing that in the first
Yeah,
place.
exactly. Exactly. No, but listen. Then the policeman has to use extra force as opposed to just normally arresting, which includes the hitting them with the baton, etc. That kind of thing, or shooting them. But not obviously not shooting them with rubber bullets, but hitting them with the baton, bringing them down heavy, is what I mean.
No,
Okay,
but the thing is that especially with black people, like I'm just responding. That's all.
And then
Right.
we're done after this.
Yeah, and then we're done. Right. That especially with black people, right, they will let the police arrest them because at the end of the day, they won't be doing out bad. They'd just be protesting like normal, right? And they would let the police arrest them. I saw a guy on Twitter. He literally didn't have anything in his hands. He wasn't doing anything bad apart from he was standing where the media was, right? That's the only thing he was doing, and he was just trying to provide comforting words for the people that have been arrested, and they were on the sidewalk, and they were just there, right? And they were just trying to get trucks to get them all to jail, basically. Yep. This guy then got told by police, "Oh, are you part of the media? Are you part of the media?" He said yes, which he's lying, obviously. But the thing is that even if you lie about something like that, she instantly put him in handcuffs. Instantly.
Probably to move him, but who knows? Who knows?
No, but they literally took him like away from the crowd. Like you could hear the crowd.
Who knows? This is the thing. It's all about context. You can watch it. I can watch a 20-second Twitter video, assume someone's racist, but not know the context.
Right, to brighten the mood, right? Right.
Well,
End of conversation.
Let's move on, but it's all about
Let's
context.
move on. I saw a meme the other day about the whole protests, and it's fucking hilarious because the BDSM community should get involved. Picture this, right? A whole bunch of really butch guys clad in leather running at police, shooting rubber bullets at them, screaming, "Harder, daddy!"
Show me.
If that doesn't fuck with the police, then nothing will. I'll show you it. Give me a second.
That's quite good. America's a fucking weird place, you know. It's a weird country.
You know they should dolls blow them up.
I tell you what, they haven't been around for very long, but they are a bit thick. Oh, I need to see this video. No, Americans.
Oh yeah, totally.
They're all a bit thick.
Well, yeah. To be honest, it's all about the fucking gun control as well.
Let's
not get into that. Jesus
Christ. Am I wrong?
I see.
Oh my god. In Judas, look like fucking Judas Priest. Breaking the law.
They don't look like they're about to go and charge people. What they do, they look like they're about to search the building for Anne Frank.
Oh my god. You know what the funny thing is?
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. They literally look like...
Do you know,
I'm not going to say the word, but you understand what I'm saying.
Do you know where that photo was taken?
Germany.
No, it was taken during one of the gay pride parades.
Fuck off.
It probably is BDS.
But what I'm saying is that if Anne Frank saw that picture, if she's still around there, she'd be fucking shitting it.
Oh yeah. But anyway, it's funny meme. Moving on.
And if she would knew where it was from, she'd be laughing.
Don't show that picture to a fucking rabbi. They'll go on the moving on away from racism. Casual racism. Which is funny, by the way. Smooth brains.
It's not even racism, it's just a debate.
Yeah. Oh, right, it's kind of hard.
That's
right.
what it is.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about coming away from that?
I don't think there is, actually.
Fucking hell.
I think we've covered all bases.
Gun control!
No!
I'm not sitting here for another 2 hours talking about gun control.
Mate, we got into that topic and the recording was at 12 minutes? We're currently sitting at 59 minutes.
No, it was at 20 minutes. It was 20 minutes in that we started talking.
If we start talking about gun control,
it is a pretty big subject.
It is. So, yeah.
So it makes sense for it to be about,
Yeah. It's good shit.
Oh, I don't know what to talk about now.
Well, then let's not talk about fuck all. Let's end it. Yeah. What should... Chaos, you're the guest. What should be the comment this week?
If you can type out Daddy has his burp, there you go. That's a good one.
I've been drinking, man. What do you want?
Fuck Chaos's comment. That's the comment.
No. It's Chaos. He's the guest. He drew this.
So my entire. I just want a big spam of rees. Just ree in the fucking comment.
Ree. Okay.
What about my internet is shit?
Just if somebody can spam the entire comment so you see no more comments, then I will give them something.
Nothing. We sit here for an hour.
we'll just sit here for an hour in silence with our mics muted.
I'll just go play Terraria.
I'll give him like 10 quid of RP.
Right, yeah. So comment this week is Ree if you made it to this point. Thanks for listening to the Decensored Podcast, and we'll catch you next episode.
Fuck off.
Penis!
Fuck off.